We have done quite a few interesting videos on the channel so far, and one thing that we haven't really done yet that this will kind of start us down the path of is interesting and unique things that make set certain songs apart. So today on the show, Lauren is going to slide in and share 5 times the accordion was used in great songs, coming right up. Hey, it's Lauren and Russ from the Infectious Groove music channel here on YouTube. And the accordion is most usually associated, at least in the last 30 or 40 years, with Weird Al.
Right.
Like, I would assume most people, if they see an accordion, they think of Weird Al first. But there are a lot of other songs that feature the accordion. And ones that, at least on the list that you're going to share, I don't think a lot of people think of front of mind.
Right. That's kind of why I wanted to talk about these songs, because I don't think any of them would be the same without the accordion.
Right on.
So
give us 5 songs that are great accordion to you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that all morning.
I could tell. The first one is Boat on the River by Styx. And, this is earlier Styx, right? And this is basically a sea shanty. And you really can't have a shanty without an accordion.
At least an accordion-esque instrument.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. And when I was listening through these songs, I kind of tried to imagine what they would be like without it.
Right.
And Tommy Shaw's playing the mandolin on this, which okay, that does it. But the accordion is really kind of what drives this song.
I think that's an interesting thought to think about what these songs would sound like without it, because a lot, like we hear in life a lot, a version of a song comes out and then we hear like a broken down or acoustic version or whatever. So a lot of times we do hear like, that's what that would sound like without electric guitar or big drums or whatever. But like, I don't think anybody stops to think like, oh, wow, that's how much that one instrument puts into this.
For sure.
Right. I know the next one is kind of a controversial moment for the band. Like, I've seen Stevie Nicks like openly make fun of the song, so I feel like she probably would rather not hear the song at all,
right?
Let alone with the accordion or without. But having said that,
yeah, we got to talk about Tusk by Fleetwood Mac. And what's interesting is actually on the studio version of it, you don't really hear the accordion, right? But then they were going out to support the album Tusk, and Christine said, I wonder what I'm going to do when we play Tusk. Am I just going to bang on something? So she pulled out the accordion, and if you ever see a live version of Tusk, I think it's better with her doing that. Yeah.
Now, I hate to be the guy that's like, I'm going to harp on the one point, but to harp on the one point,
do it.
The whole thinking of a song without that, your next one, I can't envision a world where the song doesn't have the accordion part.
Exactly. Yeah. Road to Nowhere by the Talking Heads. This song is the accordion.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of the most unique uses of it, I think. Like, when I saw this on your list, I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I never would have thought of it myself. But when I saw it on the list, I was like, yeah, obviously. Like, it's a great song. And I think the Talking Heads are such a unique band that sometimes I feel like some people will put in new, or like for example, Sting with the different instrumentation that he would sometimes use in the 80s and 90s. I kind of feel like it was there just to be there. Whereas I feel like the Talking Heads might have used the accordion as like an inspiration to make this.
Oh, for sure. And you can tell, like, the accordion, I said it earlier with Boat on the River, like, that's what's driving the song, but that's literally what's driving this song down the road. Right. Like, it sounds like either a train or a car kind of moving.
Yeah. The last two that you have, I can't envision either of these songs without the accordion in it. And well, we'll get to the second one first. What you have at number 2. I can't see any way this song works without the accordion. It's almost cliche to say it, but it's like the lead accordion part.
It is. Yeah. Cherry Bomb, John Mellencamp. Right. It's the lead accordion. That's the riff.
Yeah. I feel like the person who played on it should get to say, like, I played lead accordion on that.
Yeah, they should.
But yeah, that's like the riff of the song. Is that, like, if I ever tried to even remotely take up accordion, this is like the first. It's like if you pick up a guitar and you try and play Smoke on the Water or whatever, like, this is the thing I would try and learn first.
Right.
You would hear like 3 or 4 notes of it for like a week until I got to that fifth note. Yeah. But and then the one that you have last on your list, and this isn't like a countdown or anything, but the one you have last on your list, I would never be able to hear this song without that part in it, because even when they do it live, they have the band always has a extra guy that does their keys and harmonies and stuff, and he'll play it with a plug-in like on the keys, right? But I feel like most people probably aren't going to think about it until you say this, and they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, that is in that song."
Right. Yeah. What It Takes by Aerosmith. And I was kind of reading around like why did this happen? And the band was basically like, well, if we didn't put the accordion there at the end, it would just be some nice chords and a fade out.
Right. Yeah. And there's a lot of things, like, to go back to the Mellencamp, there's stuff like the clapping and things in Jack and Diane where they were like, this will be kind of empty without this, you know. But I like that somebody in the studio wasn't just like, well, just layer another guitar.
Right.
Because it gives the whole end of that song a totally different feel than the first half of it. So those are 5 songs that we think are great that feature the accordion. Outside of Weird Al, what else can you think of songs with great accordion parts? Or can you manage what we can't, and can you say, oh, that song would be much better without accordion? We always want you to drop a comment below and let us know what you think. If you want to hear any of these songs, you don't have to go looking all over YouTube. The links to the songs are right in the description. And as we always say, thank you so much for watching.